Can we please stop optimizing the fun out of video games? Gaming in 2026, feels good to say that, right? Is gonna be amazing. But one thing we need to leave in 2025, we need to leave this in the past, is the optimization of games from the gamer's point of view. Though I can understand, for speed runners and for people who just want to get through the game fast for some reason or just want to beat content quickly, right? Grinding purposes, I guess I can understand why you would want to have the optimal route or the optimal way or the best way to do this, that, and the third. But it does get to a point where our games start to become like jobs. In this video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I feel about people optimizing the fun out of games and why we should stop it. First of all, gaming is supposed to be a fun pastime, a fun hobby that we do to escape from whatever the hell we're going through. I shouldn't be getting on the internet and always seeing spoilers or ways to get around this, that, the third. I think the beginning of this was the Let's Players and those, specifically the individuals who play the game and then post clips of, how to get through certain parts, right? I am 100% for this because there is, times where you get stuck in games. There's some games that are just really hard. There's some games that you just get stumped, and sometimes you gotta look up, how you spent an hour, 2 hours, however many hours, too long for yourself, right, to beat this thing, and now you're just like, all right, bro, I just want to get past this at this point. Like, I'm getting annoyed, right? So I can very much understand. But why, when a new Call of Duty comes out, is the first thing I see, instead of a review or somebody's honest thoughts, I'm seeing best freaking attachments, best this, best that. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Like, the first thing people do is get on a game, try to find the most busted weapon, the most optimal freaking way to run a freaking route on a map, or this, that, the third. And then guess what? Instead of keeping it to themselves as a thing that they do and make them cool, right? No, they're gonna get on the internet and try to cloud up by telling everybody how to do it. This is why Call of Duty isn't really too much fun to me anymore, because every time you used to have, back when I was a kid, right, you used to play Black Ops 1, 2, 3, all the games, right? Back when we was playing those games, when the new Call of Duty came out, you hopped on and nobody was higher than level 10. If you got the game that day, nobody was higher than level 10, level 20. And everybody was just playing the game, trying to unlock attachments, unlock perks, and start making their own builds. It was not about, it was about you making the best build for yourself. And it was never about trying to, cloud up. I guess, they did have people who was like, gonna do that stuff, but it was not as prevalent. People just enjoyed the game. Personally, I point the finger at competitive gaming. There was a time where just being good at a game was enough to, blow you up on the internet. Not really possible today. Now you have to have some type of personality, and you also have to bring something else to the table. But, back then you was able to just be able to do a 360 no scope off a building, freaking, eyes closed, all of this stuff, and, people would just eat it up, and you would blow up off of it, right? I think this is around the time that people, started to see, oh wait, I can make money off of playing games. So guess what? They started to quadruple down on playing these games. And because of that, it started to make it to where, everybody has to up their skill level. And it's cool, that, people want to get better at what they're doing, right? When I play Street Fighter, I want to get better at Street Fighter, right? I don't want to be trash, right? I don't want to lose. I do want to beat people. But it should never get to the point where it's starting to become a job and I gotta get on every day and train for like 3 hours to practice a combo, or get on Call of Duty and just run lobbies so I can get comfortable with this certain gun, or just, anything like of that nature. I think when it gets to that point, it starts to become unfun. And why are we playing video games? To have fun. So with the competitive gamers, coming in and people seeing that they could make money off of doing this stuff, guess what? Streaming started blowing up. And now you got people left and right streaming, which is cool, right? Amazing, yes. But once again, everybody wants clout. So everybody wants to be first at finding something. So whether it's an exploit, whether it's a better the most efficient way, right, to do something, it's gonna happen. This brings me to one of my favorite games last year. It was Elden Ring Night Reign. Though this is one of my favorite games last year, I had major gripes with it. I put 150, almost 160 hours into this game. The DLC came out and I still have not pulled myself back onto the game to really play it. This is because the game boiled down to one map, and that one map only had slight variations. It's a roguelite, so you're gonna play the same map each run. That's fine, right? But it's not fine when there's not enough variation in what you're seeing and what you're doing. Add on that the game is hard, right? And guess what happens? You have a concoction for people to want to find the easiest way to do stuff. The regular Elden Ring game is about exploring and overcoming obstacles in your own way. Elden Ring Night Reign doesn't really give you that same feeling, and that is because you pretty much kind of have to play it in a certain way to be successful. In order to be able to beat the boss, to be able to beat any enemies, you have to level up. But you can't just fight regular fodder enemies. I mean, you can, but it's going to take a while, and you're not going to reach max level doing that. You have to go run around the map like a maniac as fast as you can and kill bosses. This became annoying to me because, you know, every run turns out the same. In a nutshell, you drop in, you analyze the map, you say, all right, cool, we're going to do this route. The route always entails going to either one of the mausoleums or the mosques or whatever it's called, fighting the boss at the bottom, coming back up, looking for what is it called? Evergale, fighting the boss there with the key if you got it, and running around the map. Literally, you just run around the map and kill as many bosses as you can. And don't get me wrong, it is fun. I mean, I got 150 hours on it. It is fun. But it does start to drag because, like I said, it was the same map. Bottom line, away from me digressing, people got online and made the best way to do this videos, is the best way I can say it. The how-to videos on how to be the most optimal route in the game. And it became the same thing every single time. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of doing it. I'm tired of doing the same route, the same freaking runs. I mean, yes, it's a roguelike, so you see some of the different things sometimes, but at the end of the day, it still boils down to the same thing, and it's annoying. This is just an example, right? I've given you an example of Call of Duty and Elden Ring Night Reign, but this happens on countless games, and it takes the fun away. And like I said, it gets to the point where I don't really want to play certain games because it's like, okay, I get on a game and I just want to have fun. And don't get me wrong, you do want to win, right? But people get on there like their life depends on it, like they're going to win $1 million, like their girlfriend's going to leave them, or maybe they're going to get a girlfriend if they win this specific game that I'm in. People be sweating. And if I always feel like I have to do this specific thing in a game to be successful at it, even if I'm playing solo, I don't really think that I want to keep playing that, because that, like I said, becomes a job. And gaming is not a job for me. Even though I would love for it to be a job, this is not a job for me. So I'm not about to, destroy my hobby, destroy my pastime, and make it to where I don't really want to do the thing I love to do simply because, people just want to optimize the fun out of our games. I think this conversation does lead into another conversation about games getting harder. So, that may be something I do in the future. But that's really all I got on the topic. I take that back. I just thought about something. I don't know how I forgot. The key word in all of this is meta. It's the word I've been looking for this entire time, but I just cannot remember it. But yes, every game has a damn meta. Why? We don't need that. I don't need a meta in Mario Brothers. I don't need a meta in freaking Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Every single multiplayer game that comes out, like I said earlier, right? It always divulges into people wanting to be the best at the game. But in that, people start to develop metas. People start to develop the best this, the best that. And at that point, it becomes unfun. Let 2026 be the year of the fun, of the let's play our game to play our game. And if you just so happen to be good at it, get better at it, that's cool. Do your thing. But you're not about to get paid for playing your game. I'm sorry. It don't happen no more. Esports is failing. There is so much more that can be said about this, but you know, I'm just rambling on top of the head. I just wanted to kind of get the thoughts out there. This has been on my mind for a little while. I would love for you to, express yourself in the comment section. Go ahead and let me know what you think. Maybe there's a viewpoint of this that I'm not getting, so I would love to know how you feel. For now, keep surviving, keep thriving. Like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned. Captain out.